the hidden epidemic of male loneliness. In a world when we are supposedly more connected than ever, scrolling, swiping, liking, you would think loneliness wouldn't be much of a problem. But for many men, it's a silent epidemic. Behind the screens and the smiles, the truth is painful. Millions are struggling in isolation, and the UK is no exception. Loneliness affects everyone, but men are especially vulnerable. Research from the Office of National Statistics shows that while men are less likely to admit to feeling lonely than women, they experience it just as intensely. In 2022, around 2.5 million men in the UK reported feeling lonely often or always, a number that's only expected to rise. So, why this is happening? Hello, this is George, a counselor and psychotherapist. Welcome to Unspoken. In this channel, I talk about men's mental health, fatherhood, grief and loss, and religious trauma. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. Masculinity, vulnerability, and asking for help. A big part of the answer lies in how we are taught to be a man. From an early age, boys are bombarded with messages, both spoken and unspoken, about toughness, stoicism, and independence. Crying is for girls. Emotions are weakness. Man up. These outdated ideas about masculinity are everywhere, from the playground and changing rooms to films and the homes we grew up. It's no surprise then that so many men find it hard to ask for help. Vulnerability gets internalized as failure. Reaching out feels like breaking some unspoken rule, so instead, men often bottle things up, put on a brave face and carry on. But this only deepens the sense of disconnection. The mental and physical impact of loneliness. Loneliness isn't just a passing feeling, it's a serious mental health issue. Chronic loneliness can increase the risk of depression, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts. The stigma surrounding mental health makes it harder for men to speak up, creating a vicious cycle. Loneliness feeds poor mental health, and shame stops men from seeking support. And it doesn't stop with the mind. Loneliness takes a toll on the body too. Studies have linked it to increased risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and weakened immune system. It can be just as harmful as smoking or obesity. A healthy mind exists within a healthy body is an ancient Greek saying. The connections between our body and our mind was a common knowledge for centuries and across many different cultures. This is something we have lost in the West following the Enlightenment, but research from the last 20 to 30 years comes to point back to this common knowledge of our ancestors. Bad mental health has a negative effect to our physical health and vice versa. The social consequences are just as damaging. Loneliness makes it harder to connect with others, straining existing relationships and making new ones feel out of reach. It can lead to withdrawal, which only reinforces the isolation, like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Finding hope through connection. But it doesn't have to be this way. Despite how tough things can get, there is hope. Change is happening, slowly but surely. More men are beginning to talk about how they feel. More spaces are opening up where men can show up as their full selves. No mask required. One of the most powerful tools we have is community. That's why I run a men's walk talk group here in Medway in the UK. A space where blokes can get together, move their bodies and share what's in their minds without judgment or pressure. There is something grounding about walking side by side, no eye contact needed, letting the conversation flow. If you're local and curious, drop me a message or just turn up. You will be welcomed. I will leave a link in the description of this video for our walk if you want to join us. We need more spaces like this, whether it's support groups, men's circles, cancelling, or simply honest chats between mates. We need to make vulnerability normal, not shameful. We need to rewrite the script on what it means to be a man. You are not alone. If you are watching this video and feeling like you are the only one, please know you are not. Loneliness can make the world feel like it's closing in, but things can and do change. There are people out there who care. There are ways to reconnect. You don't have to go it alone. So let's talk more. Let's check in on each other. Let's normalize therapy, emotional support, and simply saying, I'm not okay. The sun will shine again, and someone out there is grateful you are still in the fight.